guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I had this idea to show you guys my weekly morning and evening routines. However, because of my current work schedule and everything, I am just now getting around to filming this on Friday, and I need to have this video up on Sunday. So I hope you guys will forgive me. I'm going to not necessarily do things chronologically for the same day. However, I will show you all the aspects and essentially how they work in my bullet journal. First up, I thought I would show you guys my weekly setup. So if you've seen my weekly plan with me, you'll see how that goes, but I've never actually done my physical setup for the week. I've only ever done the actual spread, but not actually filled in the information. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how I move information from one week to the next if I need to. So I've chosen my two colors for next week, and as I mentioned, today is Friday, December 1st, which means that my current weekly is in November and my next week is going to be in December. So let's see. So I've got basically the end of the month, and I counted it out pretty carefully. And you guys have already seen my setup. Got a little spread there. So my next weekly is going to be here. So I will go ahead and just time lapse you guys for the actual weekly setup and then show you guys how I fill everything in. Okay, so this is my basic setup. You'll see it is super quick, and honestly, I basically just line up these sides here. I don't even count. But what's important is that now I can go ahead and transfer my week. So you guys will notice, so as for my daily, it is currently Friday. However, there are certain things that I know are recurring tasks or things that I know I'm gonna have to do for next week already, so I'm just gonna go ahead and set up what I can, and this will at least give you an idea of how I actually go through and do this. So, one of the first things I do is I look at my little section here that is for the upcoming week. So I'm gonna go ahead and just transfer all of those particular tasks to their official days. So. Then I'm gonna check my Calendex. Let's see, here we go. So we are in this particular week. So I have recurring tasks for things that I know are coming up, but I do have one Calendex item on page 137, it looks like. Okay, so I have an appointment on the 6th. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up my week of work. So those are my main work commitments during the week. And now I can go ahead and go back. Oops, goodness gracious, where's my week? There we go. So I can go back here and check and see what tasks I actually need to migrate. So let's see. Well, I know I'm going to have these. Even though I am filming today, I know that I won't probably get as much filming done as I need to, so I'm going to do one line through there. I actually went through and did my emails. I still need to work on this, so I'm going to put in... Okay, I need to work on 2008 planning, or gosh, I keep saying 2008 and I don't even know why. 2018 planning. I'm going to leave it as is because I have started doing that. Let's see, I know I'm gonna need to work on university stuff. And then, let's see. My month straddling weeks are always really annoying because I have a lot more pages to flip through to get to. Okay, so I'm gonna leave those open because I still need to work on some of that stuff this weekend, but they're ongoing things that I know I'm not gonna get to. I'm not gonna get to all of it this week, so they can stay. That's all I'm gonna move over for right now because it is still Friday, but this gives you an idea. So come Sunday, I will actually migrate any open tasks, but there might still be things that I will actually work on. But that is basically how I work. I work from a week level, and then I will actually go and check, on my previous month. So one of the things on my to-do list, and actually, did I do it? No, I didn't. One of the things on my to-do list is actually to migrate my month level tasks. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that as well because it is officially December 1st and there are things on here that I haven't actually done. So let's go ahead and do that. So new one, so you can see I've already started putting things in here once it was getting to the end of the month and I knew I wasn't gonna get to everything in November. I just went ahead and started moving some stuff. So let's go ahead and finish. So that's my month level all transferred, which I actually might even have that. Let's see. Yep, migrate November tasks. Yay, I can cross that off. Okay, so that is basically my week setup, and this is actually pretty true to form. I tend to set up my weeks or my next week either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, depending on when I have a couple of extra moments to actually set it up, because then I'm not scrambling Sunday evening to actually do the spread. I just have to worry about moving tasks. So typically what I'll do is I'll move over everything I know for sure, and then as I get closer to the end of the week, I'll see what I actually get done and finish migrating over everything on Sunday evening. So what I'm gonna do now is show you guys my evening routine because it's already like 4 o'clock here and I know that I'm not gonna get a ton of stuff done yet. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and do that part, at least what I can. So, oops, we are in this week. So one of the things that I do is I set up my next daily. So my color scheme, I need my 228. Is all set up. Very, very easy. And now what I'm gonna do, so every evening I look at what I've got on my weekly for the next day. So I actually have a couple of things going on, and I know for sure that I'm not actually gonna get to laundry tomorrow because when I actually set up my weekly last week, I forgot that I had my haircut, and I looked at it a little bit after I had already written laundry down, and I saw that I had a Calendex item for my haircut. So I'm actually going to leave it here. However, I know in my brain that that's actually for Sunday, not for Saturday. So I'm going to move these guys over. So I've got those two, and I actually don't check them off on my weekly until I actually do them. I have, I then have a double check off, but at least I don't accidentally check something off that hasn't gotten done that I needed to migrate or move or whatever. I just find it a little bit easier that way. So what I also need to do is film my morning routine. I'm going to try and do that tomorrow morning. We'll see how it goes. So I can give you guys a more true to life morning routine. So film morning routine, which means I also need to edit, upload, and prep. So I like to have separate things because I know, for example, that editing will take me a while, so I like to give that its own thing. Uploading is something that I will probably, if I can get it done, I usually do overnight just because it takes a lot of like juice from the internet. But I like to do that. And then prepping the video, I have things that I can do that it doesn't really matter if I have the video uploading or not. So I like to have those kind of separate so I can work on what I actually can, basically. Let's see, so film, edit, and upload. All right, what else do I have going on? So I know I need to actually work on these. However, one of the things that I really like about the system that I'm using now is I don't migrate things from previous days. So for example, I am filming now. I'm gonna at least do one tick off. I don't know if I'll film a second video, if I'll have time or light to be able to film a second video, but I have lesson prep and I have university already on here. This I'm actually just gonna go ahead and migrate to next week. Oops. I'm gonna put that in home actually. So put that in home. And I sometimes will arbitrarily split tasks into home and just tasks. This is a smaller section and I normally have things like clean my apartment and do the laundry and that kind of stuff, but I consider calling and making an appointment with my primary care physician kind of a home task, and I also want it more easily visible, so I'm putting it in the shorter task list basically. Although right now this is not very long, it will eventually be very long and things up at the top tend to get kind of lost. So let's go back here. All right, so I can do that. Yeah, so I actually started doing this. So basically, because I have the two main things that I really want to work on up here, I don't need to write them down here. It makes it easier for me to not have to migrate tasks as frequently. So then the other thing I do in the evening, oops, oh no, we're actually in December already. Goodness gracious, I've already forgotten. So for example, I will check off the day on my monthly. We'll just do a quick look and see if there's anything on here I need to work on, and you'll see doctor's appointment, already migrated that, but I want to do it sooner rather than later, so I'm going to do it for next week. And let's see, so here. The other thing I have, and you're going to see today, I only checked off one thing, however, I actually also did these. So normally I will check off that I've taken my medication, that I've done my serial reader, and that I've posted to Sunshine and Stationery in the morning. Typically. You'll see today I forgot. So the other things that I'll do in the evening, I'll do flossing and any of my other stuff. So I actually haven't done these yet, but at least I've gotten this up to date this evening. And honestly, sometimes if I end up flossing or reading serial reader really late, like after I've already set up my day, I'll just go ahead and do them the next morning. So you guys might see that tomorrow morning. We'll see. And that is basically it. It's the first, so I don't actually have any memories yet to record, and I already did my gratitude this morning, so you guys will see me do the next one tomorrow morning. So that is my morning routine. So I will see you guys back here tomorrow morning. Bye. Good morning. So it is Saturday morning, bright and early. I don't think it's even 6:30 yet, so that is why the lighting might be a little bit funky. But I'm going to go ahead and show you my morning routine. First, obviously, I must have coffee. Move that. And then I take a look at my bullet journal. So, first bookmark is my daily. So you'll see I have everything here that I set up for you guys last night. No changes, just because I still have a couple of tasks left over from Friday, so there's no reason for me to actually migrate those. And as of right now, I don't have anything else that I really need to do that's not already on the list. So what I then do, and I keep flipping back to November, but it is December. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at my monthly level stuff. So today is Saturday, don't need to do anything there. None of these need to get done quite yet, so I'm gonna just leave them on my month level list until I'm ready to deal with them. See, you'll see I added my first memory for November, and I'm gonna go ahead and do gratitude. I'm just using 837, so this is my main color for December, so I just chose to do that for my numbers here. And I've also got my Lamy, I believe this is graphite, and it is an extra fine nib. I actually have a store here that I went in and I was able to just choose my nib size. And I've currently got Diamine Graphite, which I believe I'm actually almost out of. Let's see. Yep, getting close. Because I actually have been using this pen to do my Your Best Year 2018, so all of my notes and stuff, so I did not realize I was quite so low on ink. So I just used those two for my gratitude to try and practice cursive and all that. And the cursive today is going to be a little bit wonkier. A lot of times when I do it in the morning, it's not like the greatest just because, you know, shaky hands in the morning kind of thing. But normally I do angle my notebook. I'm just keeping it like so that I'm in frame for you guys. So after gratitude, check out over here. So reading goals, I don't really deal with every day. I only deal with them when I start a book or when I finish a book. So that is totally fine. Although, I can add my start date. There we go. So I did actually, whoops, read some yesterday and I totally messed up that dot. Oh well. So I did read some yesterday on Wuthering Heights. So I can say that I started my reading tracker yesterday. So now tracking. So I've did my medication. Oops. And I actually am filming this so early that I have not even gotten to uploading to Sunshine and Stationery or reading serial reader. And I have gotten wise. I don't cross them off until after I've actually done them. Even if I'm like 95% sure I'm actually going to do them today, I don't cross them off until I do them because I have been known to be like, yes, I'm going to do it. And I get caught up doing something else and I completely forget. And then it's not actually true that I did that. So also you'll see on here that today I'm planning on going to bar. So this is actually just all penciled in so that if I actually do it, then I will like write over it in pen. And if I don't, then I see what I plan to do and what I actually didn't do. All right, so that is the end of my monthly spreads, and just make sure really quick that I'm not missing anything here. So we are all set here. Yep. All right, so everything is good, which means that I can now start my day. So usually what I do after this is I'm gonna go ahead and upload to Instagram, have my coffee, have a little bit of breakfast, and then after I've kind of woken up a little bit more, I'll come back to my bullet journal and see what I need to do first, which I actually know is going to be shower so I can go to my haircut and then to my bar class. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.